The sky above Lumbini shimmered like molten gold that morning. A gentle wind moved through the sala trees. And as Queen Maya Devi walked through the garden, she felt a stillness. A silence that seemed to come from beyond time. Moments later, she gave birth, standing beneath a tree, holding a branch for support. The child who would change the world had arrived. They said that the moment he was born, he took 7 steps upon the earth, and with each step, a lotus bloomed beneath his feet. The wise men gathered. The newborn prince was named Siddhartha, meaning the one who achieves his goal. An old sage Asita came to the palace to see the child. When he saw the baby's eyes, clear, calm, and full of knowing, tears streamed down his face. King Suddhodana, startled, asked, "Holy One, why do you cry?" Asita bowed. "I weep, Your Majesty, because this boy will become a great teacher of mankind. But I shall not live to hear his words." The king smiled politely, but fear quietly grew inside his heart. He wanted a ruler, not a monk, a conqueror, not a wanderer, so he made a vow. He would protect the boy from every pain, every sorrow, every thought of death. Inside the palace, Siddhartha would know only beauty, no sickness, no sadness, no aging, nothing that could awaken him from royal dreams. And so, his life began, wrapped in silk and comfort, yet shadowed by destiny. Years passed. The prince grew tall and graceful, wise beyond his age. He studied the arts, philosophy, the ways of kings and soldiers. He was gentle in heart, yet firm in purpose. Even as a child, he would sit in silence beneath the trees, his gaze lost in the horizon. When he turned 16, he was married to Princess Yasodhara, a woman of grace and deep wisdom. Together they lived in golden halls, with gardens that seemed to float on air. Music filled their days, perfumed lamps lit their nights. But even amidst all joy, a strange unease began to grow in the prince's heart. He saw servants laboring in the sun, farmers with weary faces, and the pain of life beyond palace walls. He asked his father, "Father, why do some suffer while others live in ease?" The king avoided the question. He feared that curiosity would awaken the sleeping lion in his son, so he ordered even more entertainment. New palaces, new festivals, and 1,000 distractions to fill the prince's eyes. But one cannot silence the call of truth. It waits, patiently, until the moment a soul is ready to see. One spring morning, Siddhartha told his charioteer, "Chana, I wish to see the city, not the palace, but the world beyond these walls." Reluctantly, Chana agreed. They rode through the bustling streets of Kapilavastu. The prince watched children play, merchants shout, women weave. Then suddenly his smile faded. By the roadside, he saw an old man, his body bent trembling, his face wrinkled like dry leaves. "Chana," the prince asked softly, "what has happened to him?" Chana bowed his head. "My lord, he has grown old. It happens to all." Siddhartha's eyes widened. "To all? Even my father? Even me?" Chana nodded. They rode on. Soon they passed a man coughing, his body covered in sores. "What is wrong with him?" asked the prince. "He is sick, my lord. Pain and illness visit every home." The prince fell silent. He looked at the bright sky, and for the first time, it felt heavy. Then they came upon a funeral procession. People wept as they carried a lifeless body wrapped in cloth. Siddhartha leaned forward. "Why do they cry?" "Because he is dead, my lord." "Dead?" The prince whispered. "Ah, will this too come for me, for Yasodhara, for our son?" "Yes, my lord. Death spares no one." Tears filled his eyes. Everything he believed began to tremble. As they returned, they saw one more man. But this man was different. He wore no jewels, carried no fear. He was calm, walking barefoot with a bowl in hand. "Who is he?" asked Siddhartha. "A monk," said Chana. "He seeks peace beyond this world." That night, the prince could not sleep. The laughter of the palace felt hollow. The jewels felt heavy. He looked at his sleeping wife and newborn son and whispered to the dark, "I must find a way to end this sorrow." The moon shone like silver on the palace walls. The world slept, but the prince stood awake, heart burning with truth. He called Chana, "Prepare my horse. Tonight, we leave." He walked to his wife's chamber one last time. Yasodhara lay peacefully beside their child. He looked at them with tears in his eyes. If I stay, I will be a prisoner of ignorance. If I go, I may find freedom for all. He turned away, not from love, but from attachment. The gates opened, the horses' hooves whispered against the ground. They rode into the night, beyond the city, beyond comfort, beyond identity. At the edge of the forest, Siddhartha removed his ornaments, cut his hair, and exchanged his royal robes for a simple yellow cloth. He gave his sword and jewels to Channa. "Return these to my father," he said. "Tell him his son is no longer a prince, he is a seeker." The dawn broke, the birds sang, and for the first time Siddhartha walked barefoot upon the earth, a free man, a wanderer, a soul searching for the end of suffering. And thus began the journey of a prince who would become the Buddha,